Gratitude and bliss to the tribe. I hope all is well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to give my decks a good shuffle. Wait for some fam bam to get in the building. It's so gloomy today. It's been raining. Family, we're gonna give it another minute or so, see if we got some fam bam that comes in the building. We're gonna get started. Peace, Fundi. Welcome in. How are you? This music is skipping on my end. I'm not sure how it's sounding on y'all end. Let's see. That's better. Peace, family. Welcome in. I'm glad you're well. Welcome, welcome. The StreamYard is on its worst behavior today. The pause button is smack dab in the middle of the chat. Okay, I see. How are you, beloved? I'm doing good. It's rainy today. It's gloomy. Usually that makes us kind of like antisocial, but I feel like socializing today. I hope you're well. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the message. I do have some channel messages, but I would really like to start with the Oracle deck. So that's why I'm gonna start, and we're just gonna let the energy flow. I definitely will say though, we should all be protecting our energy. I don't want to say now more than ever as though there's not always spiritual warfare, but I just feel as though maybe some of us might be lacking in the protection department. Like, we should be lighting candles every day, incense every day, our sage, our palo every day, our dragon blood every day. Like, whatever it is that makes us feel at peace, we should be indulging in that every day, keeping our frequencies high, our energies, making sure you have salt on your windowsills, just whatever it is that you do that not only brings you spiritual protection, comfort, but mental clarity. Like, I also feel like I'm already jumping into my damn channel messages, child. I don't know if you all know about the genie spirits. They are a real thing. And, there's good genies and then there's bad genies. Bad, quote unquote. We know bad isn't a thing, but negative. I'll use that. And I feel like I feel like a lot of us have kind of been in this weird sunken place. Maybe battling like with depression or just like severe ass hermit mode. I feel like for some of us it may have started off just as spiritually protecting ourselves, but now we're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just, we need people, like interaction. We need advice from our elders, from our spiritual teachers, from people that we look up to, from our friends that we haven't talked to in forever. Whatever it is for you, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle. How you doing, Lalima? Welcome back. Y'all, this pause button is big as fuck, and it's just sitting in the middle of the chat. So, welcome, y'all. I see y'all. Okay, so the first oracle card that we have is offering my gift. Y'all already know when it comes to the oracle deck, I'm gonna read from the book. So this is card number 12 as well for my numerology folks. Let's get into it. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm glad you're well, Alima. I'm doing well. I'm good. I'm actually more than good. I feel like I'm on like a spiritual high right now. I got to meditate today in the rain. yeah, it was nice. I feel good. Thank you for asking. So we have offer my gifts. There are times when our empathic abilities are so overwhelming that it feels like a curse. Wow. Why every time I read from this book, like this should be speaking to my soul. I don't know about y'all, but like I just keep hearing spiritual cocooning, hermit mode. Like, yeah, okay, let me keep reading. I'm gonna turn this music down just a little bit. Actually, we're gonna cut the music because it's like all raggedy and shit. I don't know if y'all can hear it on y'all end, but it's like staticky. Okay, so there are times when our empathic abilities are so overwhelming that it feels like a curse. This is a natural and normal thought to have. In reality, however, the times when we are empathically overloaded are times of great teaching. It is a fear based response to hold on to the idea that high amounts of empathy are a bad thing. Many strong empaths attempt to shut off the ability by becoming embittered, pessimistic, and negative. Others drown their sorrows in addictive behaviors. However, as much as we try to hold on, y'all, in this whoa. And wow, y'all. And this I've never heard this word before. Hold on, y'all. It's Anesthethize. I can't pronounce that. And I'm very curious. So hold on. We're gonna Google real quick. Hey AS, welcome in. Look, we are real life nerds over here, so look, we gotta see what this word is and how to pronounce it. Anesthetize. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Hold on, y'all. I've never seen you before. Okay, let's see. It says to administer an anesthetic to a person or an animal, especially so as to induce a loss of consciousness. Anesthetize. We got it. Okay. Anesthetize. Interesting. We got to add that into my library book in my mind. Uh, um, anesthetize, the empathic experience. It isn't going away. It's part of who we are. This card encourages a changing of perspective. Why do you demonstrate such high levels of empathy? It has a purpose. In fact, it has a very sacred purpose. Imagine if, or I should say when, the whole world utilizes empathy all day, every day. What a beautiful place to call home. While it can be dreadfully overwhelming at times, we empaths have an incredible gift. Our purpose is to help change the world and make it a better place. This echoes throughout time. The thing about empathy is that true empathy requires a compassionate response to the other party. It's not enough to simply experience and absorb the other party's emotional state of being. We must respond compassionately and kindly so that we can not only extract that energy from our own spheres, but create something light, gentle, and healing for the other party. This is empathic healing. Empaths have a goal of helping others step into their higher purpose. We have unique abilities that focus on genuinely helping others. This can never be done for the sake of ego. It is natural to feel accomplished and proud of ourselves when we successfully assist in healing or providing insight for others in our lives. This is something to be celebrated. We absolutely cannot exercise our gifts for the sake of social approval. And it's important to admit either when we are wrong about something or if we don't know the answer to something. I say on that. When we are balanced within ourselves, we can use our abilities through countless mediums to help others in need. Everyone has a different medium or platforms by which to deliver and gift our helpful messages. This is how empaths assist in the emotional evolution of humanity. This card urges us to find our unique expression of empathic healing. Empathic healing is not any one thing, which is why it's deeply enriching to research, experiment, and finally discover ways by which we can offer our gifts with accuracy and enjoyment. This is the last paragraph. We all have an opportunity in life to follow our passions so we can compassionately assist those in need, whether plant, animal, mineral, or all of the above. It is important to remember that it is a good thing to receive some sort of reciprocity when delivering your services. I share on that. In a professional setting, money or trades are one way of creating reciprocity. Unless deemed a spiritual emergency, if you have a client, they should not approach a professional healer empty handed, but should come to a place that is sustainable for both parties. All right, y'all. Leave y'all comments down below. Shout out to the replay gang too. Let me know how y'all feel. I love this Oracle deck. The name of this deck, y'all, if you were wondering, is Exploring the Empath's Oracle. It's by Raven Digitals, and it is on Amazon. So, and I literally just read half of it, so it's one of those decks, like the book goes really in depth, card for card. So if you're like a beginner in tarot or on your oracle journey, this would be a perfect deck for you to start with. And again, it is called Exploring the Empath's Oracle. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through my channel messages. Like I said in the beginning, definitely protect your energy. Um, sometimes we can get in the motion of the matrix, having a job, taking care of the kids, having to go grocery shopping, cleaning the house, whoop de wop wham, what have you, the normal day to day shit. And we could kind of put our spiritual, I guess, life, you could say, or needs on the back burner because we're doing for everyone else. We got to work, we got to do this, we got to pay the bills, The stress can kind of lead us away from our spiritual path. And sometimes we forget, like, oh, okay, I haven't wrote out any declarations or affirmations lately. I haven't burned any candles. I haven't saged my home. I haven't, some people like to wipe their walls down with different essential oils and vinegar. This is an ancient way that our ancestors used to make sure that all the home was clean, goddammit, and there was no negative ass spirits coming, vampire ass spirits coming, eating on your ass, taking from your energy. These negative genies. I think it's the green one, y'all. Fact check me in the comment section. I could have that wrong, but I believe that it's the green genie. Do your own research as well. That comes in, and I see it in relative as a hag because it comes in and it just feeds off of your soul energy and, sucks from your energy while you're in your dream state, And it's also clings to dirtiness, clutter, laundry, and all that bullshit. So if we have been in a depression type of mind state lately. You know, that hermit mode, that cocooning that's just ultimately way too long, you know? And, you know, if it's resonating for you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if we're cluttered in the mind, that's what we're going to show on the outside, and vice versa. Vice versa, as above, so below, so within, so without. So, you know, if we're depressed in our mind, sluggish in our mind, you know, 9 times out of 10, our house is probably showing the same thing. So I just encourage you to do the clean, do the big clean, you know, create your own rituals too. You don't always have to look in a book or search for there's no perfect book that's going to show you the way. It's all within you. You are the book. I also have Don't Be Scared to Be You. And when I was channeling that, I was picturing somebody that was breaking out in dance, but then like they stopped themselves and they started looking around, like seeing if someone was watching them or like worried about the people that were outside watching them. And for me, that was just like a message of some of us maybe not living in our truth or just simply scared to live in our truth, or we have little moments where, you know, we're shining, we're at our best, you know, we're screaming our knowledge, our gifts, whatever it is, you know, off the mountaintops. And then there's other times where you kind of retract, you know, we go back into that mindset of, oh, what do these people think of me? They might think that I'm weird. Oh, and these negative thoughts start creeping in, you know? Like, and you just start spiraling out of control from that point. Be mindful of your thoughts. You don't have to believe every single one that comes through your mind, like literally. I had also got some downloads about like haunted houses and stuff, but I think I'm gonna save that for another um message. So that'll probably be our next one. But some interesting stuff came through about that, y'all. Yeah. We gonna save that for another video. I also have social anxiety here. It's giving awkward. It's giving awkward. I also have create a protection amulet. I feel like this will help with your social anxiety because I know honestly, and I'm just speaking for myself, y'all. It helps for me. Like I will make different sigils, and I will wrap that sigil around a crystal or something like that. I'm just giving you an example. Whatever resonates for you, you do it. Like the best protection is the ones that come out of your brain. Period. Okay. But just to give you an example, like you could draw a certain sigil, one that really means a lot for you, one that is that resonates protection for you, right? You can write that down on a piece of paper. You can get fancy with it and whatever you want to do, you know, and keep it with you in your purse, ladies or men. You know, keep it in your car or whatever. Excuse me. I think that'll really help those of us that deal with social anxiety. Because I know y'all, like, the thought of going into a mall or a Walmart or child, a gas station is very frightening for me sometimes. um, so I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. So, you know, if that does resonate with you, that is something that has helped me along my way. Also, creating like a mental, a spiritual, like get yourself like, how am I trying to say this? In your mind, like use your creativity, your creative tools that you have within you. Okay, you are the magician, and picture you like cloaking yourself or having some glasses on, some blacked out shades, or like I don't know, like even you can bring it to the physical realm. Excuse me. Like if I wear this hat or when I wear this sweater, this is my protection sweater. So like no one will see me type of thing. When I tell you that shit fucking works, it works. It works. I've seen it happen in real life. I've used it. It works. So this shit is not like taboo. This shit is real, right? Magic is real. Like you have the power within you. And you have the power within you, introvert, to shine. You have a lot of gifts to bring to the forefront, to bring to the table, right? Like no longer shall we be shutting our mouth for anybody. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Don't be afraid to let your gift shine within. I feel like a lot of us are singers and dancers, and some of us might just be really kooky and really weird and just might have that weird, funny, energetic, inspirational factor to give. Like maybe you're designed to be a tree hugger that goes around the world and studying different trees and videotaping yourself along the way. Like like just an example, but get into your creativity. Period. F what they gotta say. People are gonna talk about you whether you're doing good, bad, or so. Hey, Brooklyn. Look. Hey, mama, look, my bad. I've just been going and going. You've been here for a minute. Hey, how you doing? But, like, even when I started this reading, y'all, I felt this overwhelming presence of anxiety, period. That's a big thing here. Like, I know for me, public places really can put me in a state of like, whoa, like I get super nervous, my heart start beating fast, I start sweating and shit. Like humans freak me out, right? But I found that when I use these tools, when I actually take the time to protect myself, when I actually am consistent on my meditation and my self-soothing techniques for myself, we all have them for ourselves. And once I do that and actually exercise that, it makes it so much better. you know um I feel like a lot of times it's us that are in our own way. I feel like we bring a lot of anxiety and like depression, sadness, weariness on ourselves more than people outside of us. And I just want to encourage you, another empath to another introvert to another, that it's going to be okay. And you can reach out to people that understand you, that really feel you, like they've gone through the things that you've gone through. Sometimes you're gonna have, like, you can't always be the person that people come to and lay their burdens on you. You're good with that. That's your niche. That's your thing, right? But you also, in return, like that card said, reciprocity, you have to have folks that you call on, that you can rely on, that you can lean I can't talk, your shoulder on and cry, be vulnerable with. Because just like those people that come to you and consult you for healing, because I feel like this is a freaking healer that I'm talking to, these are healers, you in return need that same healing, right? And I just heard only you can bring you out of this fire. Only you can bring you out of this storm. there is a sense of like codependency here, like repeating the same pattern. But I also feel like we're coming out of that. We got the Ace of Wands here. Anything that you touch must turn to gold. Anything that I touch must turn to gold. Write that down. Put it on your refrigerator. Put it on your front door. Wherever is the place that you're going to look at the most. Like, that should be an affirmation. Like, create your own affirmation. That's just an example. But literally, like, Ace of Wands, like, you're smart as fuck. You're sweet as fuck. You're genuine as fuck. Your spiritual intelligence stretches far and beyond like your years. Like, you're wiser beyond your years. Like, so if you're 42, your mentality is like of a 65-year-old. Like, you're like, I've been there, I've done that. Like, like you got it spiritually. Like, you have so much information. People look at you when you talk like, how old are you again? You know, like, what the fuck? Like, are you sure you haven't been here before? Like, yes, I've been here before. Like, that's beautiful. I do see some of us moving as well. We got the Chariot card that's coming out now. So you definitely have a decision here to make. I just heard the answer is yes. Yeah, we got the Hierophant here. When I tell you you're smart as fuck, like, in the spiritual realm, you don't even know. Madly respected. Goons on your side. You are protected. You got to bring that down in this realm. And sometimes, for some of us that have dealt with a lot of mental trauma, that takes crystals being around us all the time. That takes us being in these daily rituals of protection. That way we feel that on the inside, and vice versa. Spiritual baths. And there's no perfect spiritual bath. It's all within you. What do you want in your spiritual bath? Like, I feel like some of us might be like asking, like, well, what do you think about this? Or you think I should do this? Like, maybe you have a homegirl or a homeboy for that, for that matter. Or there's someone that you might be leaning on and be like, you go to them for everything, kind of like for validation. Like, get out of the pattern of outside validation. You validate yourself. If it sounds like a good idea in your brain, there's no need to like go to someone else and be like, do you think, I was thinking this, like, do you think, like, you're, no. Mm-mm. We grown out here. You have the power, period. The High Priestess, wow. Maiden Revolution, the Empress. Dude, stop playing with yourself. This is beautiful. Wow. You came a long way, right? This is someone who has battled. This is someone who has really been in some low ass, thick ass moments in their life. And for some of us, there's been multiple people that's heard your like life story, just like a snippet of your life story, and it's surprised that you're still here today. Like, how? Some of us have been in major car accidents. Of course, the regular degular getting cheated on all the time, whatever. Some of us have dealt with STDs, okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me drink some water. My throat is dry. Some of us have dealt with depression deep enough so that we spent, an amount of time, maybe even a consecutive amount of time, in like mental facilities, right? Some of us have came from the projects and, had to live on public housings and stuff. Like, that was traumatic for you. Um, some of us have been in abusive relationships. Some of us were the abusers in the relationship. And this is a trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. And like this for some of us, like for the small percentage of us that might have been the one that were afflicting this abuse, I don't know if it was SA abuse or if it was, violence, hitting a bitch upside her head. I'm not sure which one, but this source was your childhood. And if this is resonating for you, you are being called at this time to deal with that. We can't keep running away from our shadows. We've been doing a tremendous job at healing, but I feel like it's this, like, you've been hearing this knock at this door for this particular trauma, for this particular dealing, and you've been running away from it. Okay? Um, I'm gonna move on, but take that, Ashe, on that. Some of us have been manipulated, fellas, when it comes to our unjust criminal system. Some of us have been wrongly accused, literally thrown in jail for shit that we have not done. You're carrying that hurt and that resentment. Some of y'all had to do things that you did not want to do to survive. And in your heart of hearts, you feel like, or in your mind, you're like, I'm going to carry this shit with me to my grave. Deal with that. This is a deep reading. I'm not chuckling because this is funny. That's just, don't mind me, y'all. But these are the harsh realities. These are the harsh things that have happened that we have to deal with. And you don't have to come to the forefront and pronounce it on the hills or on a televised program that my name is Tyrone and no, that's not what I'm saying, Papa. But let's be clear. We all know that there is a huge systemic mental illness in the melanated community. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and say it. A lot of the sisters are not comfortable around our male counterparts. This is not to slander nobody, y'all. Okay? This is not a man versus, this is spirit talking. So, save your opinions. It's been, how do I want to say this? There's more melanated indigenous men that are abusive to the black woman, degrading her, etc., etc., than there are men that are stand up, right? And we can say the same for women. This is just not the channel for that right now. Like the channeled message, anyway, not the channeled YouTube channel. So, but I feel like in order to break that curse, to break this cycle, is to go within and really genuinely heal and forgive yourself, God, because it takes accountability. It takes really acknowledging what has been done in order to fix the problem. I feel like there is an unhealthy amount of ego, of arrogance overall, not all. We know that. But majority rules, unfortunately, you know? So I just encourage you, for all of my indigenous black males that are in the tribe, okay? If this message is resonating for you, to work on yourself, be the example, and spread that light. And again, we know that this is not all, but majority rules, unfortunately. And I will go ahead and say too, for women, it's the same thing. There is no quote unquote black community. There's no such thing. And in order, if we don't deal with ourselves, excuse me, if we don't deal with our own faults, I mean, what the hell? So, but all that to say, I'm speaking to a group of people that have really been through the muck and has came out on that other side. And you're a beautiful person. You have this magnetic energy. People love you, but people also have that evil eye for you as well. And I'm feeling a sense of someone that was trying to control you, and you could no longer be controlled. I also have karmic recycling. You must learn from, what's it say? You must learn from these patterns. You must learn from your patterns. We must learn from our patterns, period. And that's all I have, like, for my channel messages. Um, I'll open up the floor for anybody that would like a question answered. I also left the link to the tarot website in the chat and also in the description box. I also want to remind you all that I do free consultations, so you can email me on the 3% website anytime. I'm there. You can ask me a question. If you need to tell me how your day is, if you need some advice, like, I'm there, you know? So we got the light that came out. We have success, okay? Yes. And we also have Wheel of Fortune, y'all. Remember when I said everything that you touch must turn to gold? This is confirmation. Y'all, this is beautiful. It's like the black sheep finally wins, right? Like, god damn, like, I mean, it's like finally, it's like, yeah, we're grateful, spirit, like, we're grateful, source, and I'm like, finally, like, god damn. Because when I tell you, we done been through movie type shit. Some of us need to be writing books out. Like, a good shadow work method as well is literally going back, like this is a huge, like, impactful mental exercise, by the way. um you'll be surprised how much brain power this takes, but go back to like your first memories and write everything that happened in your life down, like, and soon you'll see those traumas coming. I know you're like, what, Tommy? But hey, y'all, what are journals for? And when I tell you that shit helped me, I'm just telling you shit that helped me. Like, the earliest memories I know for myself was around 5. And so I just went from there, went from monumental moments there. And, you eventually just start putting shit together. And you'll know when it's something that hits, you'll know when it's something that you need to deal with or that you have not dealt with, because when you write that shit down, honey, you're gonna be like, oh shit, you're gonna feel it. And it's like, boom, all right, this is what we can work on first. And once you've slayed about 6 demons, honey, it gets easy. Like, once you done slayed the moments, like once you done really went back and forgave yourself, looked at the different points of view, forgave that person, write out your declaration, like, you'll be like, okay, I got this shit. Spiritual strength, mental strength, emotional strength, intelligence, seeing things from other perspectives, because it's all you. It's all you. Literally. If we're all symbolically, if we're all a pie, we all have one slice. We're all a different part of this crust, on this side of that crust. Like, we all just have a different perspective of that one pie, but we're all a piece of that damn pie. There's no separation. Made in beauty. This energy, y'all, look, I don't know what else to say. Shoot for the fucking stars, like I say all the time, and trust in yourself. If you dreamt it, if you thought it in your mind, it's Ashe. Meaning, like, as far as creativity goes, as far as like new ideas, don't question yourself. Just go for the shit. And if it doesn't work out, so what? You tried it, and you'll be rewarded with more inspiration, more money, more all of that thing. All of those things, because you followed spirit, you followed source, right? And then you tried something else. We don't know how many times we're supposed to bump our fucking head. Our brain was fucking white. you know? But just know that this was all written, and nothing is happening to you. Period. It's happening through you and for you. You gotta move through the energies. Thank you, Brooklyn. Blessings to you. I appreciate y'all. I have the links to my spiritual shop in the description box below, y'all. Hit me up if y'all would like a reading. I still have my mini readings for 11/11, I believe. I will be changing that soon, but get it while it's hot. I appreciate y'all. I adore every single one of you all, and I hope that you all enjoyed the message. I hope that it fed your spirit in a positive way. I hope that it could also validate that you are the shit, period. And also, hit some key trauma points that can help you. For those of us that are like on our shadow work journey, because I feel like a lot of that shit was very deep, but it needed to be said, so yeah, that's all I gotta say. I will see y'all next time. I do plan to be live again today, y'all. I'll be back this evening. So if y'all want to join me, I will see y'all soon.